Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Like, am I way off to the side? Am I normally over there? Interesting, interesting. Yo, V.Me here. We got a couple discussions in chat right now. One person saying they're playing Astral Ascent, which is awesome. I've been doing that a couple of days this past couple of weeks. It's been a blast. We just won last night on Heat 15, where the current max is 54. So I am nowhere near the end of the game as far as like full progression goes. We've already gotten true ending and stuff like that on a couple of different characters. All the main ones, and then each Zodiac has their own custom ending. So it's a good ride, and maybe we'll do some more later today, maybe. Someone else in chat is talking about Have a Nice Death. That's a game that we played, and I was looking at this on YouTube because I had someone specifically go into a comment and say, hey, by the way, V, Have a Nice Death is on Game Pass. It's a game. They went to the whole spiel. Could be a paid actor, I have no idea. What vid is that? Is that this one? I'm excited. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, so we're on youtube.com/@VeeDotMe. It might be on today's video. If you haven't seen this one, just went up a couple hours ago. That was a good discussion. Ignore those comments. You have to be there to know what's going on. Maybe it's here. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Courtesy of Tyrant's Ruin. Not a paid actor, by the way. I don't know who this person is, and I doubt it's from the dev team. Have a Nice Death recently on Xbox Game Pass, and it's like Dead Cells with a Grim Reaper theme. Kinda like Hollow Knight plus Dead Cells equals Have a Nice Death. And I appreciate those comments. I do have a couple of vids. I just type Have Death. We have a couple of vids for Have a Nice Death. But this was 2 years ago. It's been 2 years? And only just now hit Game Pass? Look, my hair's not even twisted back then. We're still trying to grow it out. Maybe there is a world where, you know, I should possibly do a revisit. It might be worth it. Just call it, this game is currently trending. And you leave it at that. Someone was saying that they don't really, or at least they don't know if they're gonna stick with Have a Nice Death. What I would recommend, I think Have a Nice Death is closer to Hades than it might be to Dead Cells on where it's enjoyable. I think it's enjoyable in the story first. So I know some people would like skip through the dialogue. I had to skip through dialogue when I was showcasing the game, only because I don't want people to fall asleep. But I think if you get immersed in the dialogue, it actually becomes a better game. After that, then it's the build making. Maybe not the build making. After that, maybe it's the boss fights. The first boss is like kind of whatever. You get used to it, and then it's like a concierge. You just don't care about him until he gets harder later. But then all the other bosses in the game are actually pretty interesting to fight. It takes a little bit to get there. I would say right out the gate, if you aren't immersed in the story, it might be a little bit of a slog. But once you get deeper into the game, I think it gets better. Down to watch more hand? It's like, am I down to play it though? I mean, I could see myself playing it. You know what it really boils down to? If I die very quickly when I load up the game, I'm not gonna want to play it. Have a Nice Death is like Dead Cells in a way that you could die an hour into it, and then that's it. You make the choice, either you're gonna stick with it or it's an uninstall. I'm sure lots of people did that with Dead Cells. Compared to Hades, where it's like they drip feed you the lore every time you die. We'll like drop, drop, drop. Here's a little bit more lore. Go back and do it again. Not even the roguelite part, where you do the Dark Mirror and then like level up Zagreus. That I don't think is what really does it in Hades. I think the real thing that gets people to keep playing, and I bring this up because there's a, I think it was PC Gamer Hades. They just did an article where it was like, Hades solved the issue of dying, or something like that. And what I think they were going for was the roguelites part, the progression. And I, like, yeah, that obviously makes it easier to win, is if you can get Death Defiances after you died, and then get extra dashes. Sure, it's easier to win that way. But I don't think that necessarily got the player back into the roguelite. I think what really happens is that after your first death, you get the dialogue with Hades, like the flashback, and then Zagreus has some more dialogue, and that makes you want to go back into it again. If you got Death Defiances and dashes for that, I don't think that mattered. Now, eventually, you reach a point where you don't get more drip feed until you start doing better, but there's thousands of lines of dialogue in Hades, so you probably won't reach that point without at least doing the first win and then getting the next drip feed, which is, you know, I guess that's not spoiler, right? Persephone, and then you get to go from there. I'd say the only one who's been able to get that drip feed of story is Returnal. And like maybe Dreamscaper. But Dreamscaper is like, the roguelike part is basically you're going to bed, you're falling asleep and you're having a dream, and then you wake up and then you have story in the real world. And that story has nothing to do with the roguelike part. Talking Dreamscaper. And you compare that to Dead Cells, where the story is basically like you might find an NPC or a book or a note on the wall or something. That's about it. Maybe I can take a look. I might do it offline for YouTube or something. See how that goes. Yo, Death Cruiser, good to see you if I didn't say hi to you already. Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. I don't think we're doing Wholesome vs. Live today. We have a couple folks that are sick. So this might be a rare day off. If you had to pick one, oh my god, Dyson, you asked that yesterday, and like I was streaming's hard. I'm like already full speed in one direction, and then I saw Dyson like on the side of the road asking for, you know, hitchhike, can you pick me up? We're going to the same spot. But I was going 70 miles an hour and I have bad brakes. So like I couldn't stop. My bad. Spiritfall or Astral Ascent? I just loaded up Gatekeeper, but I'm gonna hold off before playing it. So Spiritfall is a platform fighter roguelike game. It is more... Oh, no, I won't go that far. Let's stop there first. Spiritfall, platform fighter roguelike game. If you have enjoyed Smash Brothers, if you enjoyed Multiverses, if you enjoyed Brawlhalla, then I would probably say you will thoroughly enjoy Spiritfall. That doesn't mean that you have to be a a Smash Evo winner. You don't have to be Sonic Fox to enjoy Spiritfall. You can play it just like an action roguelike. However, that being said, if what you want to do is have like that classic action roguelike sense of, I made a busted build, these things interact with each other, I found another thing and I pieced it in. I think Astral Ascent has that. This game does too. Like if you look at this, I can get, maybe not the best example here. Okay, if you look here, we have all this crit damage stuff. I could spec into crit damage, and then they have duo boons, where like maybe you get bonus crit on drenched enemies, or while you're in poise stance, you get further crit rate. So it has that, but I think Astral Ascent might have that extra layer in it of being able to like pair auras with skills with the character and then do some like really fancy busted build maker stuff. Story-wise, if you want like voice acting, and I mean they both have lore areas and encyclopedias that you can read, but Astral Ascent is definitely deeper on the lore side than Spiritfall is. Spiritfall, they set up the world, you get your gods, here's your character, here's other people, and then that's it. Astral Ascent has like tsundere girlfriend. So it's a little bit like that. As far as like skill required to play, if you could play Dead Cells, you could probably play either one. It's just like I said, to be a platform fighter fan, you may enjoy Spiritfall more than Astral Ascent. So that gives it a little bit of a leg up on Astral. But Astral, to me, gets the leg up on character polish. Like, I thoroughly enjoy hearing the dialogue in Astral Ascent. Similar to Hades. Like, a lot of people say, oh, I love all the Dionysus voice logs. Like, that's really fun stuff, and Astral Ascent has that too. I think Spiritfall might be a cheaper game, just to say that. I know Astral Ascent has to be a $25 game. If price matters to you, then maybe that's something. Get both. What I think might be a thing, Spiritfall may possibly be a shorter game. So if you don't, like, if you know for a fact Hades 2 is around the corner, and you don't know if you want to do 30 hours compared to 60 hours, I would say maybe Spiritfall has the advantage of not needing to 100% it. I would say Astral Ascent looks best as you play it longer. The more hours you have in Astral Ascent, the better that game looks. Spiritfall can kind of look pretty good right out the gate. Yo, Speedy, good to see you. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. How long the runs in Spiritfall? They're about the same as Astral. You could probably go faster in Spiritfall because there's zero traversal in this game. It's all combat rooms. Oh, well, this is edited. I don't think I have a non-edited Spiritfall. "45 minutes. And my my Astral Ascent runs go well over an hour. So Spiritfall is shorter than Dead Cells, and Astral Ascent's about the same. It's not Hades short, though. Hades is the shortest game. Depending on how good you are, I guess. I don't want to go that far. More so how much knowledge you have in Hades. The less you have to think, the faster it is. Harder to catch streams because of the schedule. Have you made it this time? Yeah, I get it. There's a few people who have some struggles with the schedule. Luckily, like, we have the YouTube, so I hope a lot of the folks who, like, are unable to watch the streams can check out YouTube. Beat Hades in the first run after about 6 hours. I think you could probably beat Astral Ascent sooner than Spiritfall. Difference is that Astral Ascent has so many unlocks. Spiritfall does too, it has a lot, but like I said, Spiritfall is probably the longer game overall. And if that makes a difference, like V, I can't afford to spend more time in the game. I got Hades 2 around the corner. And I get it, I get it. I think you would pick up Spiritfall instead. I don't know if Spiritfall is working on another update. Astral Ascent is, I know that for sure. I'm sure Spiritfall is working on something, I just don't know what. Alright, let's try to do our segment, or at least load it up. Gatekeeper. He said he was gonna play 0 new games before Hades 2 comes out, and that did not last very long. It's hard. Like, this is one that I was genuinely interested in playing, and I skipped the demo because I didn't want to get spoiled. It's like, am I just gonna not play any games until Hades 2? I don't think so. You gotta play something. Top-down Risk of Rain. VeeDotVod known for his Risk of Rain streams. VeeDotVod, a champion of anti-gatekeep. That's why we got guides and stuff. I wonder if this is a controller game. I don't play Risk of Rain 2 with controller. I play Risk of Rain Returns with controller, though. I play Hades with controller. Maybe we try controller, if we just imagine it's Hades. Controller for sure. Celso, good to see you. Celso, what have you been playing lately? I feel like you're probably on Tekken or something right now. Oh wow, there we go. Okay, is it a loud game? It seems to be. Ooh, 50%! Holy crap, devs! They're ahead of the game. They already know. Been trying to get Dark Mirror 10 in Skull. You're currently on DM6. No spoiler, Reno, but DM6 isn't even the best DM. You're close, though. You are extremely close to probably the best hard mode, like, level in almost any roguelike I've played. You're not feeling in the mood for games? Yeah, sorry to hear that. DM10 is a banger. Yeah, it's a good ride. My only issue is that, like, I can't just load that game up from nothing. I need a lot of practice to do Skull again. Offline practice, so you all don't get to see that. Did I play Rogue Legacy 1 or 2? I played 2. I did not play 1. And everyone told me that if I played 2, I don't need to go back to 1. So that's the only reason why I skipped 1. 2, I'm up to New Game Plus 4, I believe. And I think before they updated it, True Ending was New Game Plus 7. So I think at some point they did a big update where you can get True Ending like right after your first win. It's just very difficult to do that. Playing some old school RuneScape with friends has been fun. Speedy, I wonder if you and your friends would like, and I would hate to think of it, but like Pal World. Basically, I I imagine old school RuneScape must be like playing open world survival games. I've never played old school RuneScape. I never played RuneScape, period. But when I look at it, I think Ark, I think Our World, I think Rust. Maybe not Rust. I can't imagine anyone actually wanting to play Rust. But maybe like an Ark or something. Enjoy RL1, but it shows its age. 2 looks a lot better with everything. Yeah, from what people were telling me, 2 is everything you would want from 1, but better. And I don't know how true that is because I didn't play 1. But I don't have any reason to not believe. 168 Quests has been updated since 2001. There's no other game like it. That being said, because I know you were doing some Streets of Rogue recently, we are gonna be hopping on some Streets of Rogue 2 when that launches. And that, I know it's probably not old school RuneScape, but it's quest lines. I have a couple of buddies who do old school RuneScape. I don't know. Am I a graphic snob? Maybe I'm a graphic snob. I need some like Unreal 5 in my old school RuneScape. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with our docket for the day. Gatekeeping. Something that you should never be doing. Public. Private means that your lobby will not be visible in the server list. You can play solo or invite friends. Okay, so like Risk of Rain 2, I guess. If I were in a public lobby, I would assume anyone could jump in. Is kind of interesting. We have our one character, Hybrid. There's also Nidium, which has really cool wings from the look of it. If I could spin the character around, that would be great. I don't assume that's needed for anything though. 2 different modes, normal and arena. We're playing 5062-737. If that's your phone number, don't dox yourself. So what I've been told is that you would play this very similar to a Risk of Rain. Objectives, kill them all, 69 nice. We have an R2, which is our basic shot. It does not auto-aim. We have an L2, is a bomb. L1 is our dash. And then we have a special skill. This is looking a lot like a keyboard and mouse game, if you ask me. I don't know if this is like Survivors genre. Maybe you don't call this Survivors, you call this Horde Survival. 2 different things. There may be some objectives on the map. Let's keep a lookout for those. That bounced off the rock, I think? Usually in a Horde survival, there's not an objective on the map. Evolve! Whoa, those are moving. Health regen, base damage, move speed. Have a little hub area right here. Controller doesn't feel that bad. I was exaggerating just a little bit. Until I get hit. Once I get hit, then everything I just said about controller being fine goes out the window. We get to play our best ADC right now. One hit Varus. A little bit charge shot. Varus doesn't have one of these though. Alright, see if we can find the objectives. We can see the edge of the arena. There does appear to be something on the map this way. A hand. Gift of Arcanum. It's max health. It could be random. Evolve. Max health, skill cooldown, more move speed. One more stack of move speed. And then we'll be good. Apparently that's range to it. So there's like an elite on the map. Oh, that was the last enemy I needed. Activate the Aquarium. Oh, that's to go to the next area. Okay, so pretty quick. 3 minutes. World record. Charge totem. Oh, we can forge. So we have a vertebral implant, which is health. I can melt it to get 10 blue doohickeys. We don't have enough to get one hit chance to launch projectile. Let's make that. 5% plus 5 per stack. So we just start seeing some missiles coming out, I think. I don't know if now we want to spec into attack speed. Or maybe what's gonna happen is we can get multiples of those. And then we won't need the attack speed. But then so you think to yourself, like, what self-respecting character like this does not have attack speed? What in the world are you? It teleported, I think. That thing looks cool. This is our totem, I believe. No, obelisk of support. A sentinel talisman attacks every 8 seconds. Killing an enemy has a chance to summon a resectoid. Okay, that's not my resectoid. I don't think I need to pick up the blue things. No, they're just little fireflies. I do like that they kind of show what's on the screen. Just grab it. Oh, it grabbed it automatically. I thought we were paused. Okay, so those are mine. Evolve. Attack speed. We're kind of glass cannon right now. Alright, we got our totem. Restore 20% of players' maximum HP at the beginning of each turn. Turn-based game? Deck builder? I don't know if we've seen our missiles yet. Okay, those pillars were kind of scary. So I'm going to assume that as this goes on, new augments are going to be added to this. It's going to make us have a bad time. Totem spawns a horde. I'm going to see if I can walk out. I can. Okay. Wow, I lost half my HP. I don't know if we heal on level up. Gotta stop walking out. Oh, we do heal on each turn. We're super dead. Like I'm back in Returnal. Okay, we got our health back. Evolve. We probably want some regen. Oh crap, I just walked out. If there is some kind of thing to pick up there, we're not gonna know, unfortunately. That was my bad. Obelisk of Distribution. 50% to damage within an 8 radius around the Gatekeeper, or crit strike. Yeah, this stuff gets pretty close. I assume there is incentive to kill these. Wow, that kept us bouncing for a long time. A lot more than I expected. I do not know if there's contact damage. Stuff does shoot, so I assume there's not, but things are really running me down. A lot of objectives on the map. I kind of like the idea of them showing where these are. After a kill, the next skill attack does more damage. Did it really? I feel like I did 0 damage. I'm going to assume that if we see something on the ground, just pick it up. It can't be bad. So this ends up being like maybe one of those incremental power increase kind of games. We can upgrade one of our things. Guarantee ignite, distance, burn. Doing that in real time is kind of scary. Okay, that thing tried to peck me. That's a real enemy. You can see the burn on it. It's like 10 per tick. This thing? Vessels fall from dead enemies? I think that's what that said. Evolve! Crap! Health! A little bit of a sense of urgency here. I think we got all the objectives on the map though, so all we have to do is kill. Oh, I didn't even see the thing that's over there. These door things are kind of weird. Oh, they shoot the ground. Okay. So as long as we're out of the way, then we should be safe. I think we probably should have upgraded Ricochet. Ricochet seems legit. I think it keeps bouncing until there's no target to bounce to. Ooh. Skill cooldown reduction. Base damage. 3 more. NA aim. Luckily, it does kind of tell you what stuff is near. One more. Below. All right. Boss? Prince? Where do we think it is? Are we fighting Prince or are we fighting Siren? Oh, it's bottom left. You can see it on the map. Ooh, okay. Ooh, bullet hell? That is not where I want to be. It looks like I was able to kind of walk through the bullet hell, which is what I want to do. I want to stutter step my way through it. Okay, oh my god, I'm definitely not stutter stepping at all. Am I doing negative damage? Okay, we revived somehow. Maybe that's one of the things I picked up. It wasn't like on enemy kill, maybe it was on me dying. So keep in mind, I took no damage up. I got attack speed. I got health regeneration. And that's about it. Ooh, that's so nice. That's not nice. It's got a pretty easy tell to it. I'm just not respecting it. Looked like there may have been friendly fire on the bullet it did. Move speed, attack speed, base damage. Hello? Okay, we got another thingy. It's kind of like behind my camera right now. It's right here. We have two of those icons. Might be meta progression. We have one damage up before, so that would be our second one. So I said, are these friendly? When I see a green bot, I assume it's friendly, like a healing bot. Whoa. Alright. I see something to the left. Something sort of below me. Oh, I was walking into a monster. I haven't really played any Horde survival in a while. Last one, obviously, Brotato. But I don't even think I played Brotato in 1.0. I should not have done this. 4 fireballs start rotating around the entire totem. There's a couple of objectives on the map that I could have done. Ricochet is busted. So long as you have more than one enemy. Ah, yes, the burning pillars of light. Totally not the thing that was getting me killed. Good thing we got move speed, right? Ooh, I think if we didn't have move speed, this would be so much harder. What's circle bud? We don't know. I see a little bit of something like right next to my R1. That red icon. Everyone within the area takes more damage. Me too? Hey, remember, don't click the exit. There's stuff on the map we gotta see. Yeah, so the aquarium is the exit. Shells, skill damage. Explosion radius. So that's my basic attack. Damage to burning enemies up. Dang, I feel like that could have been a little better. Like, yeah, we do have burn in the kit, but I only burn like one enemy. Am I missing this? Here it is. I don't know if the bad mood is working. I can see they have an icon over their head, but I don't quite know if it's really punching or not. So I might ditch all these. Oh, it lets me make more bad moods. I said that's not what I think I want to make. When hitting with the first skill, chance to launch a projectile. Have we seen that? Activate? Alright. This is crit chance. On killing an enemy, 30% chance to summon a Resectoid. I do see those. Vessel drops from a killed enemy. Deals 300% damage. Fuse. That's 40. Okay. Bad mood is gonna be real good, I promise. This thing's about to hit. More crit. On hit, chance to trigger chain lightning. Okay. So monsters within my ring should be getting bad mood stacks. I'm gonna not shoot for a second. See if we understand what this thing is doing. More crit. Skill after first kill. Music's really good. Activate Cell of the Ancients. The second skill gains an additional charge. That's my L2. On kill, 35% chance to create an impulse. That sounds interesting. Gotta look and see if we can recognize when it's happening. Collect and insert the keys. Okay, you are not getting stacks. Maybe they have to be shot inside of the circle. Do I shoot this? Oh, okay, so that's a key. So maybe an enemy drops a key, and then I go, yeah. I go and turn it in. This game is multiplayer, by the way. Ooh, I saw chain lightning. If I had more radius on the bad move, it'd be really nice. Health, regen, damage. Just don't want to melt. We need the last monolith. We've done 2. Maybe go back to the cell. Okay, no. This thing's scary. Okay. So I wasn't in range to see where the next monolith was. Had to go up a little bit. Can't go through the pipes? Will there be an over-explained servants or queen? It's a good question. Oh, that's like a sprint burst? right now I have to think of, do the viewers need one? And I guess, like, I'm not gonna know what the viewer needs or not. Might be better that you just do it for the person who might need it. And we're talking Dead Cells, by the way, for those who don't know. So yeah, there's a few boss guides that I don't have. Someone asked me about boss rush guides. And yeah, I don't have those either. It is a time thing. Like, I could probably do it. I do want to make sure that we're doing the highest priority stuff. So the vid that went up recently, the everything wrong with Dead Cells video, that was like high priority for me. I wanted that up ASAP. One hit, wave, vessel drops the killed enemy. That's the one we sold. That thing cost 40. Wonder if there's a way to know that these are more rare than others. Ooh, wow, that's really cool. We have an energy wave that goes out one kill and like hits stuff behind. I think I can just grab this. Oops. When hitting, chance to push away the enemy. Woof. One more health. So you can move while selecting whatever thing you plan on getting. You're just in slow-mo. And what I'm actually doing is I'm moving my thumb off the right stick and I'm putting it on the left stick. More bad mood. And like, I don't know if that's how people should be playing. That's what I do in Elden Ring and Souls games. Like, if I'm doing a run and holding the circle button down, I move my right thumb to the left analog stick. So that I can like walk while moving the D-pad. Probably more move speed. Sure. I think it was a turret. Alright, boss. Quantum. So sirens are just bosses. That's cute. What? That one tap me? Repeat. Or leave. We lasted 25 minutes. It doesn't look like we really leveled up our attacks very well. Maybe that was part of the issue. We only have 1 and 1. Collected Omni Stones. We don't know what an Omni Stone is. Okay. I can't seem to move a cursor here, so I'll use my mouse. Alright, I'm clicking leave. You can't leave. I also can't repeat. Uh-oh. Wait. Hang on. Alright, you all see my mouse, right? Repeat. Leave. Escape. Chat, are we stuck? Hot fix. Fix the rare bug that you can't leave after you die. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Shift tab works. It'd be funny if it's the bot. Like, it thinks the bot is a player that's in there. So until the bot's dead, we're stuck in spectator mode. Alright, let's force close. This game did have a demo, so I assume... Oh, okay, it's game development, like anything can happen. Force close. They changed the UI, so like I can't even tell where force close is. Oh, it was hidden by another pop-up. Alright, we'll try it again. I could definitely see some cool stuff in there. I kind of like my Survivor games having objectives to them. Even if it's just push the payload, like, let me push a payload or something. I'm tired of just, like, walking and AFKing. Once the build's strong enough, that is. So I assume we saved none of that. Oh, we're 11%. Maybe I was 0 before? Okay, yeah, we got some of our progress. Emporium? Yeah, okay, so it did save some of our stuff. We gotta get more unlocks. Activate the aquarium without using skills during the mission. Oh, wow. Yeah, so all of these sets are unlocked, and then we have to do... Can't really scroll down. Yeah, it might be both mouse and keyboard kind of game. So I assume once we get an achievement, then we spend our currency on it. Because these are already unlocked, I believe. We'll try the other character. Needham. Still playing on base difficulty. Melee attack, I assume. Vortex, dash. Summons 12 crows that attack randomly. Bloodlust, any skill damage with a 10% chance increases base damage. And the other one's the dash, right? In the event of death, you get a second life once per run. So this character doesn't have an ulti. Instead, they get Death Defiance. It's interesting. Alright, give this a try. Ooh, dual sword? We're gonna need some attack speed. Oh, so that's not an ulti, it's a passive. Everyone gets the circle button. That's cool. We got chain lightning. I can tell you right now, without attack speed though, we're gonna be in big trouble. Second skill, additional charge. Turn this into an L2 only build. Ooh. Oops. Health regeneration when health is low. Some really cool ideas in here. Cooldown reduction. I didn't get any cooldown reduction last run. Because I assumed I could just shoot everything. pretty strong skill. Like, what in the world? Yeah, and this is multiplayer, so you can definitely see this as a pickup with Wholesome Burst or something. Don't have enough time to do like a long run of Inkbound. One thing I don't like, the character's dash is dependent on which way he's facing, or they're facing. I always prefer my dash to be built onto my input of the left stick. Like, wherever I'm moving, if I press L1, I expect to go in this direction. A lot of games do that. The thing that I don't like, a lot of games do exactly that. Move towards cursor rather than move towards where you're moving. Usually that's an option though. It may actually have an option in the settings menu, but we're gonna use the base for right now. In a new roguelike game, I often try to keep the settings as base. Yeah, so I will complain and not change a setting that might actually be there. Yo, I like the slam. Oh my god, that is... Jesus. More health? Oh, I sold the last one of those I had in the other run. Maybe that was a bad idea. So yeah, it's probably you're killing things to stop from being mobbed up. But I think every item I pick up is free. Okay, so that's our objective up there. Bad mood is actually very good for this character. It's so weird. It's like when I pick the selection, I don't know if you all see that, the other selection is still there. It's like the animation keeps that. It makes me think I chose the wrong thing, when in reality, it just like ate the thing I wanted, which is correct. But then animation-wise, it keeps the other thing on the screen. Activate. The bad mood is gonna be huge. And I stacked those last run. Oh, you all couldn't get in? Yeah, where you going? You can come in here. Yeah, 2 damage? That does so much more damage to me. Fiery Impulse from Planet Orbit. Why? Like, who's shooting me? It's like I'm playing Kale in League of Legends. Can V go 5 minutes without referencing League of Legends? Rep. Yeah, we're gonna need health regen or something. Everyone takes more damage. I don't know if those are mine or not. I assume not. I can't hit them. They're like little mushrooms. Alright. We cleared. Yo, Jin, welcome. Good to see you, good to see you. Chat, we finally have attack speed. Jin, what have you been playing lately? Don't mind me asking. We've been doing the catch up with everybody. We have some old school RuneScape players. We have some Tekken 8 players. Been doing a bunch of Ravenswatch. There you go. Who has been your main in Ravenswatch? Not a pop quiz. Just genuinely curious. I think everyone's seeing play right now, which is good. Alright. So we can pick up Jade, which is health regen. That's good for us. One hit projectile goes. I don't know why it like closes the forge when you melt. Chain lightning probably should go too. Just because I don't attack fast enough to get activations. I'd rather have the regen. I'm playing a lot of Beowulf. I think I've only played Beowulf one time ever. I do enjoy me some Scarlet though. Miss SJ, I do pretty well on that character. You can build her tank, you can build her crit. You can build her dot, like fire damage, special skill dot. Okay, so this is like a boss stage. Cell of the Ancients. No, I think Cell of the Ancients is to pick up obelisks. And like I can kind of go throughout the entire map and get all of these for free before I even activate that. Vessel drops from killed enemy. Yeah, 5% chance of wave. I don't think so. Interesting that they had that highlighted as the objective and not the cell, which is like the actual main objective here. Sorry, 1 second. I see a bug I want to kill. No colon D's. It knows what it signed up for when it came in here. I do no damage! What is this? Attack speed? Alright. I guess we have to kill enemies to get this thing to drop. That goes really far. Yeah, that's the second pillar. I don't know if any enemy can drop these. It could be the case I need like elites or something. Maybe stuff like this. You gonna shoot me? Where are you going? Oh, we have no range either. So I'm assuming somewhere on the map is an elite monster that actually drops the keys. Okay, so that little bomb is mine. There's one. I definitely did not kill an elite. Oops. B's about to complain about an option that's probably in the menu. Why did I dash forward? Another one. Alright, you got me. You got me. Camera offset. Direction indicator. I don't think it has it. Dodge towards character movement compared to dodge towards mouse. I need that. Stat. So I would assume something like this would give us a key. Oh wow, that knockback. Evolve! Third strike deals more damage, radius up. Restore HP on affected enemies, crow damage. Is that bigger? Chat, do you all think that's bigger? Give me a Y if that's 100% V. That is the biggest spiral I've ever seen, or N if... You know what? Corporate, same image. We're gonna have to get that, like, more leveled up. I assume, because there's 3 dots, 3 pips, that you can go further. This is like a bad fight for him, right? Being melee. How do I go in there? His damage is much better. Famous last words, of course. My cooldowns aren't ready. We have regen though. I can't walk in this, right? Like, that looks like it does damage. Ooh. I did get attack speed, by the way. I promise you I did. Okay, yeah, we can't stand in that. Maybe I needed third strike damage. I feel like doing the melee attack is the worst thing I can do. But that is like all my damage. Crap. That stung. Oh yeah. Evolve. We get 2 attack speed, cooldowns, double attack speed. I feel like you have to. Is that the start button? No. There's like a box button. That's options? No, share. That's the share button on PlayStation. Yeah, my regen's really good. Yeah, what's that button do? Oh, it shows my stuff. Okay. Kill them all. Crit chance, more regen. I think that was an uncommon versus a common. Chat, we do no damage. I regret to inform you. Grab this. You got the crit rate anyway? I don't think I can use this. I think the monsters attack me. Yeah, they're moving. Is that something you do after the boss? Evolve! They'll die eventually. I'm just walking around to see if I can find more pickups. Just like in a Risk of Rain 2 or something, this is all about getting pickups. Except for that forge. I feel like we stack bad moves again, which gives us a crap ton of melee damage. Alright, so what's worthless? Get rid of the crit, maybe? Oh! This is something different. Swarm Pendant. When killing an enemy, chance to summon a bot. That's the thing that may have bricked us in the last run, just to say that. I'm gonna not take it. I thought that printer could print anything, but it prints one specific thing. Wow, that hurt. Okay, we're good here. I didn't see anything else on the map. I did sell an item that I didn't have to, but it's just gonna pay it forward. Yo, Endo, good to see you. Yeah, we're gatekeeping over here. Always was pistol JPEG. Jeez. Crit, more regen. See, the Invigorate looks like it's the thing you picked up, but it's not. We got the other thing instead. It's just based off of the image. Alright, printer. Cinder Flare, reduce enemy's HP. I can't look at it. Evolve! We don't need move speed. We need to sell 20 worth. I'm gonna sell 1 Invigorate. That's 10. I kind of like the sense of urgency here. I don't know if it's like for everybody. I guess in Risk of Rain 2, the game's not paused, right? So the same thing's happening. You have to do this stuff mid-combat. Okay, we made 2 of those. So on a 50% HP enemy, hitting it launches a missile. If you couldn't tell that's what's happening, you're gonna have to believe me. It doesn't help that I'm melee. Yeah, so you could see right there, like 4 fire projectiles came out. That's what I just bought. Convert lost health. Converts 1% of lost health into 2% additional damage. On kill impulse. I feel like I don't really need either of those. Wonder why I didn't get any fireballs just then. It's still chance. Ooh, another bad mood. That's actually what we need. Love the art of the game. How's the gameplay feel? It actually feels good. My only complaint was that my dash goes towards where my character is facing. No, it doesn't. My dash goes towards my cursor position. So like, if I want to dash toward these enemies, let's say I'm like this, I want to dash past them, it does that instead. It dashes towards my cursor. When in fact, I want to go like through the enemy. So if I want to do a quick dash behind me, I have to do that. I have to look back, which is like not the worst thing in the world, but that's not what I expected. I'll take fireballs. Oof. Third strike damage. I think we need the third strike damage. I mean, I'm specifically doing so many auto attacks. You can't not take the third strike hit. Though I did see Chakram when it returns explodes or something. That sounds interesting. Lucid Ethel's expansion is triggered. What in the world is that? Is that the mushrooms? I think it is, because I didn't see that before. Extra damage. I rarely use my dash, purely because of that issue. I feel like it's gonna get me killed more than actually do something for me, because I'm gonna dash the wrong way. Alright, that should be it. Makes kiting difficult if you're aiming at enemies at the same time. And there's probably supposed to be a setting to change that. I did check, and I do not see anything. But that should be like a... Yes, game dev is so easy. Just hit the check mark that allows you to make that a manual setting. Just turn that on. Another Chakram charge? That's not the cell that's highlighted. I don't know what this is. Obelisk of Support. Oh! These are like specifically pets. Again, we're gonna ditch Hollow Talisman because that might be bugging us out when we die. It might not have any correlation to it, but I don't want to try my luck. Regen when you're low, another bad mood, but when you click bad mood, it really looks like you picked the Invigoration. Okay, so that's the objective. I'm always gonna go throughout the map and get all the power-ups before I hit the objective. I don't know if that's a thing that someone would want to think about. On each hit, 5% chance to release a wave. I'm trying to skip on-hit stuff. I feel like it'd be more beneficial to have like just flat damage. Fuses. More fuses. I don't think we have any more on hit. On kill. Swarm pet. Can ditch the one crit. Oh, that costs 40. Alright. Yeah, just hit the game dev button, exactly. I can draw it. I can hop into MS Paint and draw exactly what needs to happen. That's how easy it is. Sarcasm, by the way. Alright, I think that was it. You may be wondering, V, did your damage go up? That does more damage. Yeah, we're doing more damage. Copium? Not copium at all? That is legitimate damage. Oof. Oh, yeah. I missed a thing over here. Could be the monolith itself. It is. So this objective, I have to get keys, which drop, I think, randomly off the monsters. From what I can tell, there's no specific monster that has higher luck. I love how that thing runs at you. Yo, Run, good to see you. I know I said I wasn't gonna play any new games until Hades 2. We're doing the opposite. Wow, that slowed me forever. You jump over walls? Ooh, you can! Devs, they're cooking! You can't have a blink and not be able to jump over a wall. Then it's not even a blink. It's just walking, but you cut out the middleman. Alright, we got the last key. So we can just leave. No, never mind, there's a boss. Oh, this is the boss that killed us. Yeah, I swear that attack is impossible to dodge. It just slams the ground. Like that? I guess when it starts electrifying itself is when that's happening. I have no move speed. I chose not to get move speed. Supposedly, when I blink into a monster, that does something. Yeah, you don't need move speed. On this character? On Kale? Nah. They should be running away from me. Hit me, I think. Oops. I'm going to assume all the other monsters are spawning on the other side of the map and like walking all the way down here to get to me. We have a lot of life regeneration, so that's why I'm like super comfy. All right. I mean, I wasn't full. I believe I was very close to full, but I wasn't 100% full. I must have gotten hit by more than one thing. I don't know if it's like distance to the enemy does more damage or something. That just pops you. That's how I died last time, is that just popped me. But there's the real moment of truth. This is the part that matters. When I click leave, will I actually leave? Let's do keyboard and mouse first. No, controller first. Because that's what we did last time. Click, maybe? I can't, like, navigate down there. Alright. Moment of truth. Will I leave? No! What is that? Death is very comfy. I mean, hey, I feel good now. Now that I know I have to Alt F4 anyway. Ifs! I cannot leave the game. Escape does not work. Luckily in this game, it seems as though it saves like right here. So when I Alt F4, I still keep all my progress, which is really nice. But, yeah. I'm picking up what the dev is putting down. There's a game there. We identify some issues. And then put those through, and then we might be alright. You were basically full, but that means I wasn't one shot. So it's a get good. You all can't see my face. Hang on, hang on. Instantly, my soul has left my body. Didn't realize I gotta fix the cam a little bit. $180, $190. $200, okay. I would say 200 is max HP for like a regular character. And I have like a couple of points of max HP added. I don't know what I start off as. I think I have at least 20% more HP, at least. Negative 49, it does 250 damage? Come on, bruv. Is that real? Oi. That's some real damage. Sheesh. What happens if you don't put points in max life? That run had at least 2 points in max life, at least. I know you don't want to just face tank everything in every game, but that was like my melee setup. You gotta have some lifesteal and some max HP in the melee setup. Risk of Rain 2 has one-shot protection? If you go negative into life, does the one-shot protection help you if you go negative? We misplayed by using max HP in the first place. If we didn't have max HP, we would have won. Because you're gonna get one tapped anyway. Alright, that's fair. That's a very fair argument, actually. Okay, yeah, I see what the game is trying to do. There's just a couple of issues here that are very easy to identify. If you take glass, you remove the protection. Otherwise, it exists. I believe glass is a blue item, and I don't think I pick up blue items because I don't have... Speedy, do you know, is there a workshop mod? No, they don't use workshop mods. It's all R2 Modman. Is there a R2 Modman mod that's like Isaac's item mod, where if you hover over it, it tells you everything it does? Or is everyone supposed to just memorize Risk of Rain 2 items? I can tell you right now, even the experts have the Isaac mod. There is a mod that does that? Nice. That's not gonna make me play Risk of Rain 2, but I don't pick up blue items because I don't know what they do. And I tried to take the time to memorize them, but then, like, I don't play the game again for 6 months. Oops. So I'm not gonna know what the stuff is. Alright, chat, we're gonna next game it over to Astral Ascent. We're picking up what the devs putting down. I don't use Risk of Rain 2 mods, but I'm aware. Very useful for knowing when you reach 100% proc rate on something. Okay. It's a good point. So, like, I only need 9 syringes. I don't need 12. Is there a cap to crowbars? Do I need any more crowbars after 12 for my achievement? Which I still don't have. I have, like, no achievements in Risk of Rain 2. Luckily, there's Raven's Watch. My hope is that with the existence of Raven's Watch, I never have to play Risk of Rain 2 again until their DLC comes out. Then we're in there. 100% we're in there. Maybe. Crowbar doesn't cap. 5 things I wish I knew. I stopped picking them up. I thought we were fine. I can't find my camera. What other games are like Astral Ascent and Dead Cells? We were playing Oblivion Override just the other day. It kind of depends on what you need, because there's Metroidvanias. You know what? I'm gonna hook you up with a game right now. V, show me something I don't know, is what you're saying. Show me a game I have not seen. I got you. Hang on. Now, is this a game that I want you to pick up? That's not where I'm going with that. All I'm saying is that this is a Dead Cells-like that you have not seen. Guaranteed. If you've seen this game before, be sure to take your vitamins today. And maybe call your parents and check in with them.
Brought this devastation upon us. Do not repeat your past. Destroy the hero at its source.
I remember when these outposts felt safe. Now they're just twisted, like everything else.
This is actually a good trailer.
You must correct your past. Stop the hero before it consumes us.
Killing me will not erase your mistakes.
Time to put an end to this killing once and for all.
You cannot stop destiny.
I didn't remember this having this much voice
No more
acting.
living weapons, no more experiments. I'll end your suffering right here, right now.
End it.
New Dead Cells. Let me blow your mind real quick, Nelris. This game came out 2021. Feeling old yet? Sundered is also a very good game. So for me personally, the issue with Foregone is some of its itemization is a little tough to wrap around. If I remember correctly, because I did play the game, it's almost like a Borderlands for its itemization. So you end up seeing a lot of different items everywhere. And like similar to a Dead Cells, you have your swords, you have your bows and things like that. But then the weapon that you really want to get, just like a random one shows up with blue numbers on it. And it's like, well, crap, I've been working on this spear for so long, and now all of a sudden a blue bow drops with a bunch of stats on it. I guess I should just use that. So I feel like it does this, I don't want to call it a looter shooter, but funny enough, it's more Metroidvania than roguelike. It's actually not a roguelike game at all. It's a pure action platformer, pseudo Metroidvania. I believe there's a hub, and then there's different quests that you can activate at the hub. And then you can go out into the world, do those quests. And I think, I don't remember what the reward is for the quest besides items.
But now it's under siege, and it's my duty to protect it.
This was one of the very first games I played that someone said, V is this Dead Cells 2.
Trained me to kill. But I'm my own greatest weapon.
You can see the influences, right? The inspiration is there. But I wouldn't call this like a straight up copycat. It's just very much inspired by Dead Cells.
Nothing will stand in my way. Nothing.
Very positive. People did pick it up. Looks sick. V, how many hours do you have in Foregone? Hang on, I got you. I know you're asking the burning questions. This is my Foregone right here. Snipping tool. You've never seen anyone play it? Correct. Oh, you mean a different game, Dark Light. My bad. Yeah, 2.6 hours in Foregone. I think there is a legitimate game in here. It's just like I had so many other things that came out around that time frame that, and a lot of them were very good games. So unfortunately, this one just fell off my radar. It could have been something I finished.
I remember when these outposts felt safe.
Sundered.
Now they're just twisted, like everything else.
Sundered is also not.
Stop the harrow.
I mean, it kind of is a roguelike. It technically does have procedural generation to it. I do have a full playthrough of Sundered. I actually do. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. Wait, is this a good trailer? Hang on. It's their only trailer. The other one's probably dirt old. Because this is Eldritch Edition. They actually did a big update for this. Oh, Joe Tun! It's the dev who's doing 33 Shadow.
This infernal place has taken me hostage.
Yeah, this is very much a Metroidvania.
But this world
The thing is that it has procedural generation. It's like such a cool system. I'm gonna see if they show a map.
keeping me alive. That sound. It's calling me again and again.
Sublime blend of Metroidvania and Lovecraft.
Endless
Wait, you can't have Metroidvania and Lovecraft? It has to be blended together?
swords surround me. They hunger for my humanity. Will I resist or embrace?
V, what in the world's going on in this game? I wish I could answer. Sometimes the screenshots really do look that nasty. I have a full playthrough of this. I feel like it's actually kind of difficult. But I was thoroughly satisfied from playing it. This was actually back when I was trying to push Patreon a little bit more. I know I don't really talk about my Patreon at all, but at the time I was doing patron requested games, and I believe this was one of my first ones, was a playthrough of Sundered. They don't show the map, which is unfortunate. What I was going to say is that the game has a genius system where if you think about Metroid and their map, there's like all the doors and stuff like that, and then all the areas you can't traverse over. In this game, in between those doors, it is randomized.
I keep coming close, keeping me alive.
So whoever made this found a way where like the boss exits, the shops, all that stuff are in static locations, and then in between those areas that you have to traverse through is random. Just like a roguelike game would be. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone else do that.
Calling me again and again. It won't let me leave.
So what ends up happening, Jesse Cox? What ends up happening, like you'll die, respawn back at the campfire, and then the path to get back to your dead body is completely different. Or it, like within constraints, right? Because the boss exit is somewhere over there too.
Will I resist or embrace?
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth, but it is a Metroidvania in that sense, where you do go to one area, grab the new Metroid, and then you take that new Metroid to the area you were previously. It is one of those games. The boss fights were pretty cool. Top hidden gem indie games. Only seen here. And probably any other place on YouTube, you could probably find that. I love Castlevania games, so you don't mind the backtracking. That one, I think, goes on sale pretty often, too. So I wouldn't be surprised if you could pick it up for, like, $6.99 or something. The more you stay on a map, the more enemies come. That's not, like, everywhere, Nailris, but it does have a, it's almost like a chase sequence. What happens is that this area is corrupted. You go into it, and it sends swarms of monsters to you where it expects you to, like, run. And then once you get through, then, like, the chase sequence is over. And I think it gets worse if you go into areas the game thinks you're not ready for. So, like, you have to cleanse the curse in the area so that you don't get swarmed anymore. And then some of the areas, like, there's a secret in the swarm. Have I seen Turbo Kid? I think I've seen it. I definitely have not played it. That's not Jesse Cox, right? Yo, we're looking at game trailers now. Chat, someone knows. There's a Metroidvania that came out recently that is a dirt bike. I think it's still like you play as an animal, maybe a fox or something, and then you use a dirt bike for all the Metroidvania, which means you need to do like backflips to maintain a combo. Laika, yeah, that's the one. Alexa played that. I don't know if he finished his playthrough though. I think he may have gotten to a point where he got frustrated and didn't pick it back up. But then I don't want to put words in his mouth. I like the dismount. It's a really cool feature. I thought it was gonna be all dirt bike. What the heck? People are so creative with their games. Back in the day, everything was just a zombie castle, and you're like a knight, and you're supposed to just kill the zombies and then kill the Dracula at the end. Nowadays, you have a guy in a power suit riding a BMX, doing like tailspins over a gap that has spikes, and he has a buster gun like Mega Man. And a sword. There was a sword. Upgrade and rebuild. Roguelike game. Roguelike. Yo, bike kits. We are, Matt. Oh my god, what's the name? I don't know why I'm thinking Dave Matthews. That's not the guy. It came out at the same time as the Tony Hawk games. He actually passed away, so RIP. I don't remember from what. Based on the RKSS cult classic. Matt Hoffman. Thank you, Sir Chris. I typically have that name memorized in my head, but I just had a brain fart. Dave Mira. Wait. Wait. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Dave Mira Freestyle BMX Jetson. Oh my god, I was like, wait, that is a game. But it was Matt Hoffman. I thought this was gonna be a bear seen bear situation. Ammo, same. Wow, look at that. There's a lot more to this game than I thought. I wonder how hard it is. Because, like, there's a lot of controls in there. Bike controls, combat controls. I thought of you as soon as I saw the trailer. Be known for his extreme sports. I did some skating in high school. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was riding on my Razor scooter. We had just moved into the area, so I didn't know anybody. I was riding around on my Razor scooter, and then everyone else in the area had skateboards. And they were like, oh my god, I didn't know people actually use those things. And I was like, wait, this... Where I'm from, like, we all use Razor scooters. And they're like, no, if you want to hang out, you gotta get skateboard. And then... That was my high school. I started skating after that. Chris, what did you want us to look at? Dark Light. Went from rollerblades to skateboard, same thing happened, except the language was a lot more colorful, I guess. There was some kind of rapper beef between rollerbladers and skateboarders. I can't repeat the words because it's definitely not good words, but everyone who I knew who was like rollerblading, they also moved to skateboarding. Balance sucks, so you couldn't ride anything. I think that's normal for everybody. It's a skill to be developed. Like, I was riding in the grass. I didn't know how to ride a skateboard. So how I learned was that I would do everything in the grass first. And then from there, I would like go from pavement to grass. Like I would ollie into the grass or ollie up the curb into grass. And then from there, I went to the sidewalk in front of my house. Like I wasn't in the street yet. And then once I was good on the sidewalk, then I was in the streets. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, a little immersion breaking, but that's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Destiny. The Destiny Killer. And or Destiny... Oh, I don't know the name of the new DLC. Lightning Res? This an ARPG? I keep pausing on Lightning Res. Hang on, hang on. I want to see what these are. Elemental Res. Ooh! Health, melee lightning, range lightning, lightning res, poison res, 2 intellect, lightning skill damage, level 1 sonic shield upgrade. Oh my god. Legendary, unique bionic eye. Destiny who? Unlock 45 exquisite skills, faction-based mastery. So like the different factions make the equipment, and then if you stick to one, you get bonuses. Skill tree. Almost looks like Barrow Trauma to me, for those who haven't seen that game. Diablo-style hack and slash, Souls-like mastery. Wait, how did we go from Destiny-like to Diablo-style to Souls-like? What else is there? Stardew? Animal Crossing-like? Okay, not gonna lie, like, the dashing is very cool. Okay, so I guess that's all enemies that need to be stomped on for them to die. I was gonna say, don't make me have to actually stomp on each one. Give me a button that can do that. What I am liking, it looks like there's a lot of outplay potential in this game. As much as I love my 2D Souls-like games where all you can do is dodge roll and attack, I do like it when they get a little spicy. I want to be able to like double jump in the air, slam down, move diagonally, teleport. I know that's not Dark Souls, but if I want to play Dark Souls, I'll just play Dark Souls. Ooh. Little bit of, crap. What's the name of that game? I keep thinking songs, but it's not songs. Torment. Not Halls of Torment. I always reference this game probably about once every 6 months or so. So it's about that time. Source of Madness. We'll look at some Source of Madness. We got Pokemon Collector in here. Shout out to those playing some Streets of Poke Rogue. I'm from the streets of Poke Rogue. My bad, I didn't realize how loud this was. Ooh, Corrupted Sentinel. If this game actually plays as well as it looks, I wouldn't mind trying this. Look at that, this is Soulsborne PvP right here. You load in, this is the person who's the invader, and they're just spamming lightning tendrils. And you're over here with a katana. What are you supposed to do? Rivers of Blood? If you do Rivers of Blood, you're a meta slave. Yeah, if this functions, I would not mind trying it. My initial thought is it probably doesn't play as well as it looks. But I don't want to hold that. I want to actually believe that it can actually be good. Source of Madness. This game reminded me of Source of Madness. Mixed? Oh, this game just hit 1.0 recently, I think. That's probably why it has new reviews.
Fear of the mole. The fear of the unknown. We are right to fear it. Behind that veil of the known lies cosmic madness. Join the cult of knowledge.
So this is a Souls-like, 2D Souls-like.
Blood.
Dude, Diablo.
The pool. Collect that.
Poison Bomb 6 causes chilled status on hit while burning, get an extra projectile, and you do bonus damage to burning targets? Chris, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. Because we gotta actually look at the reviews.
Feed the pool of knowledge. For ancient might demands sacrifice.
This game has, for some reason, extremely deep systems for its equipment. Perhaps too deep, as a matter of fact.
Source of madness.
I mean, okay, when you look at this kind of stuff, I can see where people might be alarmed.
Stop. What is to come?
Source of Madness. Oh, that was already a year ago? I thought it just hit 1.0 recently. Source of Madness. News? No news is good news? Yeah, it's a very floaty game, because it's supposed to also be physics-based. So let me give you all a breakdown of the game. I certainly don't remember this terminology in here. So I played this game. V supports AI? It's in here. I typed source. Maybe try Madness? Yeah, it's a fun game. It actually is. Why? What is with this search? This is literally not what I typed. Oh, you know where it is? It's in random roguelike. It's in one of these. Oh my god. Some really old videos. I'm having trouble finding it. Anyway, you all are gonna have to take my word for it. So I played Source of Madness over 2 years ago. Because like it would have been before this one. What it is, it's a Souls-like 2D Diablo-style game where every monster in the game is procedurally generated. What that means is that the monster itself is like pieced together with arms,
Sacrifice.
a head if it requires a head, and then all of like the feathers and all of that stuff, that's all procedurally generated. So no monster, I mean, yeah, some monsters will be the same, but like game to game, your monsters will look different in like a few ways. And that was like kind of cool because you'll end up with monsters that almost can't even hold their own weight up. Like they will fall over and just drag themselves to you, which is like kind of a cool concept, right? It's like the monsters themselves are barely functional. They're just pounds of flesh that try their best to kill you. However, they have changed their language to procedural generation and AI machine learning. And if you can imagine, that might be an issue for people. The AI doesn't understand how to use the procedural generation. Misshapen bodies, they stumble around so you can avoid them. Extremely easy to cheese. I found this to be like a novel part of the game. Whereas like, yes, the monsters are broken because they aren't functionally animals of their own. It's not like something that lived and breeds and stuff like that. It's just a creature. So like the nastier it is, the better to me. I mean, going through those reviews real quick, it didn't really look like it talked about AI stealing jobs and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how many devs worked on this. It does have a publishing company, but the dev would be right here. So like, yeah, if you were to put this on the Twitter right now and say, this is the art for my game, it's getting trashed. 100%. It's like the AI part is such a stigma in the creative space that if you were to put this up and say, this is my game, knowing it is fully AI generated, you're gonna get trunked immediately. I think if you don't do this, if the monsters are procedurally generated and you still do like hand-painted this kind of stuff, it would probably be better. But I mean, the reviewers aren't talking about that. And like this, I guess, only really exists in the trailers. I don't remember this being in the actual gameplay itself. So it's like a fine line to walk. But yeah, the reason I brought this up was we were looking at Dark Light, and it reminded me of Dark Light's graphics and monsters. Obviously not the mixed review part, I hope. What are we doing? We're gonna grab some of this stuff. And then I think I have meta progression. I don't know who I'm gonna play today. Rerolls. Summoning an Echo gives you buffs. Slot Unlocker is free in each shop. That's really big. Octave with 4 Insidium. Octave with 4 Insidium. What in the world is Insidium? Isn't that the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and the guy from the Chris Nolan movies? Who I'm sure has a name. I want to try damage up. But these are starting to cost quite a bit. It's like I don't really have much that just gives me raw power. Only complaint about Source is that it was super chaotic. I didn't get like super far. I only did that one first look. I think I got to a boss and I probably died to it. But I think my favorite part of the game is it tries to do Diablo style equipment. And I think it can actually work in a game like that. But I didn't get to go far enough to see how deep it is. For Insidium, you want to get mana on hit on each so you can spam for free. The drone for 1 mana. Oh, so you're saying that Insidium is a passive? Oh crap, we gotta go up to Destiny level 16. I mean, I don't have to, just to say that, but... Negative gambits. I don't really care for the armor. I feel like that one's deceptively strong. But eventually we have to get up to 54, so... It's a drone floating around, shooting 8 times. Okay, so it's a spell. You're saying the spell itself is called Insidium. And it's not one of the greatest movies of all time. I liked Inception. I think it's a good movie. Now, it's not a movie that I can, like, recite off the back of my hand. I think that is just Friday and Friday after next. Maybe Rush Hour if you catch me on a good day. Alright, we got permanent wisps that fire fireballs. Thunder strikes that make embers. Spellcast life. And then bunch of strength. Electrify. Ice. Fire. Lightning. That's precipitatio? That's not the thing that the viewer was asking for. However, this seems pretty good. That's a drone. Let's get the cool thing for now. We're not gonna fully commit. And then I guess I may as well get the wisp. We don't know what we're gonna do just yet. Life leech aura from wisps? What the heck? You can't recite some grandma's boy, fake nerd. Bellator rocket missiles. Rate of fire. What are we playing today? I gotta get passives. Eclipse room. Oh, we have this. When entering a fight room or an eclipse room, your first basic attack launches a flurry of lasers, killing everything in sight. Wow. That's kind of sick. On this one, I only have signature spell calls a devastating strike, firing down 20 shots from orbit. Full affinity on ice. Oh, we also have this one. Energy orb appears every 5 seconds. If you shoot it with a basic attack, it blows up. And then Gunblade. Star Guardians without triggering spell refresh. I don't know how I didn't get that. Kill 10 elites. Each kill, Octave stores his enemy's power into an orb. Your basic attack consumes 1 orb to release that power. After a kill. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll try Orbit. Go for money. We're looking for spells here. You hate the launcher. It feels awkward. It's definitely not something I expected to be able to use. Is that broken? But my first... I want to say my first new weapon in this game was this gun, so I got used to it. Not to toot my own horn or anything. That's like a single bomb. No sound, by the way. My bad, my bad. Yeah, Hand is on Game Pass. We've had a lot of people ask about Have a Nice Death. That's making me think I should probably consider playing it again. At least as a, like, revisit. I do not have guides for Have a Nice Death. Though that is probably a 5 things I wish I knew kind of game. Just to say that. Not as bad as Skull the Hero Slayer, though. I'd say Skull is probably still the #1 5 things I wish I knew before you start actually doing well. Like, even things like Hades, Dead Cells, etc. Like, once you get it, you get it. In Skull the Hero Slayer, I feel like you will never get it unless either you watch the YouTuber or you're the dev.
Quick.
Hit me with your Have a Nice Death 5 things I wish I knew. #1 is... So there's curses in the game. Curses are the actual power-ups. Where you think curse is bad, curses are power-ups. And then penalties are curses. Penalties are the bad things. You have to take penalties as you play through the game. You will not be able to dodge penalties if you expect to actually do well. So when you're picking penalties, oftentimes there are penalties that don't actually affect you at all. It could be, for example, no more mana. I'm not using mana. It could be a certain monster is buffed. That monster is on the previous biome. I will never see that monster again. Now, some of the things that are like, they don't seem impactful, but they very much are things like no UI and no map, or spawn enemies from later biomes where like those monsters are giga scaled in terms of difficulty. Mana in Have a Nice Death is not like mana like you'd expect from Path of Exile. It's almost like it's a fighting game bar that generates automatically. And it will... No, it's... Alright, here you go. Mana in Have a Nice Death is closer to Eldritch Battery and Path of Exile, where it's always filling up. However, if you bottom it out to 0, it stops filling. So in reality, the way how you want to play mana in that game is to cast something and hit close to bottom, let it refill, then cast again. You can blow through it all if you want to like delete something off the map, but you will be on a cooldown, and then you will have to wait for you to get your full mana back to cast again, compared to being able to like periodically cast stuff. And then another one, on-hit effects are some of the most broken stuff in the game because a lot of them work off spells, and a lot of spells hit a billion times. For example, the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes were giga nerfed, but you can't really nerf them that much without like scrapping the whole system. The mosquitoes will like latch onto a monster and deal continuous damage. So if you have bleed on hit with spells, or if you have fire stacking or lightning bolts, each mosquito will do a proc in and of itself, and you will see monster HP bars just vanish. And they track. So I've had runs where I hit the mosquito or the B button, B as in like aphiphobia, I think that's the term we came up with. Those kind of bees. I hit the button, they just go across the map, find monsters to eat, and then they die. And I don't even have to play the game. It's a spell, so I get the mana back. It's not like I have to do something.
Finally.
And then the final 5 things I wish I knew. Once you start beating the game, consider if you want the true ending, and maybe they fixed this by now. If you want true ending, you need to level up your scythe. Like, you might be playing a mana build, scythe is melee, I'm not gonna ever press the melee button. However, the game will force you to play scythe eventually. Even if you're a melee build, even if you're a mana build, you will probably have to press the square button sometime in the run. Based off of how, no spoilerino, based off how the game is. So, when you're starting to go for final true endings, don't go in there with no melee. I really don't want to do that. I mean, I could. We have that really cool flotation attack. Yeah, see, like, this is a positional-based attack. So a lot of people consider it a little cumbersome to use this thing.
Feather for my spells.
But when it works, it works. Like, I'm not actually shooting that. It died to the wisp, I'm pretty sure. Whereas any other weapon would be an auto hit.
Which path to take?
Oh, I'll also say that expect to...
Might find something in here.
Okay, I got a good one for you. Have a Nice Death has secret rooms that I don't know if the game actually tells you about. The secret rooms have a visual cue when you walk past it. And it is extremely faint. You can kind of see when one is on the map based on looking at the map and zooming in and out. Like, you can kind of deduce that there's an item that you can't reach. However, the important part is that it's a very, very small tell that there's a free item somewhere behind a wall. It's, dare I say, worse than challenge rifts and Dead Cells. Challenge rifts I still miss. I get YouTube commenters saying that I miss tinted challenge rift, and then I ban them, and then I mod them, and then I unmod them, and then unban them. So you need to look at every wall on the map. At least, like, briefly walk by each wall. Just, like, tap it and then keep walking just to see if you can get the visual cue. You don't have to, like, spend 20 minutes on every map just, like, looking around, seeing if you can find something. Like, anything over here? No. You just, like, tap it and then walk. If it was there, you will hopefully recognize. If it's not, then it wasn't there.
One elite down. Another one will emerge soon.
Sorry for people asking questions about Astral Ascent, by the way. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of questions about Have a Nice Death, almost to the point where I should consider playing it. I don't know if anyone has Have a Nice Death guides. on YouTube. It's a very interesting thing to think about. Someone asked a question about mixing elements in Astral Ascent. The question is,
get me nowhere.
Each spell has an elemental affinity to it. So right now I have ice, lightning, neutral, ice. So whenever I put an ice thing into an ice spell, that's what we call putting the square peg in the square hole.
Move aside.
You get a damage bonus on that specific spell.
Another elite down.
Is that mandatory gameplay? I would say you want your spells to actually, oh wow, to actually make sense. So like, for example, I have this single ice sword. If I were to put on hit Ember chance on that, even though it's ice, on hit anything doesn't make a lot of sense. If it was on spell cast create flame wisp, I would probably still do it if I don't have any other fire item. I think it's okay to mix and match based off of how well does it work with my existing spell. However, for like in-game scaling, you do need to have the bonus damage on your spells. So the last run I had a bow attack, so it was Rain of Arrows, and I had Chance of Mana. Chance of Mana is neutral. It's not poison, which I wanted for the arrows. So it's almost like a no-brainer to me that you should probably grab the mana on hit for the arrows, because that's incredibly strong. I'm losing 20% bonus damage. However, I can activate my next spell without needing to wait. I can maybe activate 2 spells. And that to me is worth more than 20%. Now that's like within reason, because sometimes you would get... I shouldn't have done that. I should have done the other one. Especially because it was level 1. Like 1 key for 3 doohickeys. 3 stones. Very good value. My Sasuke's pretty good. Any news on the release date of Dead Cells? Update. Yo, Hexaman, good to see you. Chat, we just made a brand new command. This is fresh off the presses. Can I get an exclamation point? Update 35.
Forward
in the
is the
chat.
way.
Please and thank you.
Mother, are you at peace up there with the stars? Or are you waiting for me to avenge our blood before you go there?
So there you go, Hexaman. That news is over a month old, by the way. So we actually are still in the dark.
I'll kill him, and then I will... Then... Why didn't you tell me what I should do after that, Mother? Onwards.
Wow.
What'll it be
If that's not a Sasuke-style character, I don't know what is.
Delicious taste and powerful colors. Masterful.
The wait has been painful. Yeah, no doubt. Unfortunately for me, I'm also like kind of running out of things that I could do as placeholder content. A Dustio. No, we want Inception. I have a lot of money, so surely this will show up. Cool looking spell. Is it 1 cost? 2. Elden Ring RL1? My only issue with that is I don't know if anyone's gonna want to see it. I mean, like, it's cool. I will watch people do that kind of stuff. But, like, for watching me, I don't know if that's something someone wants to do. Okay, so we got our first one.
More spells.
Someone wants me to play a drone build, basically. Open this up now. We do kind of want to go fire. So on hit on the drone is probably okay. And now I know what it looks like. Alright, we're kind of out of money. I'm putting fire on this because I plan to turn it into not fire.
They will regret this day.
By the way, armor scales way better than life. Armor scales exponentially and life scales linearly. I do try to go into armor eventually, but if you get both, go for armor, then I can do armor, sure. As long as you don't pivot to FIFA, we'll show up and watch. No offense to people who like FIFA. I appreciate that. I really do. I always like to quote John Wolfe, who was playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. You might know Dead by Daylight. It's a very popular PvP game. He would get chatters who would say, John, as a horror YouTuber, you're big for horror games. Can we please get some Dino Crisis?
You know what you are.
Can we please get some Resident Evil Code Veronica? And then insert all these other like old obscure games and stuff like that.
Presumably the
And
solution to your problem.
John would say, as much as I would love to show you all some Dino Crisis, everyone asking for it, you're not gonna show up to see it. You'll be here for Dead by Daylight. I know you. And I might be putting words in his mouth, I hope I'm not, but that's the general gist. Yo, look at my drone. Oh, you can't turn around when you do that? Watch the drone. Oh my god, I can't hit him. It's too close. Wait, is that skill not Giga busted? Did you all see how I just wings the crowed him? Ow. Wow, that hits a big area. I didn't use my L2 at all there. That's my bad. I gotta press that button more.
Fight. I thank you for
What's my favorite boss in Dead Cells? What I like to show the most on stream, I would say, is the Queen. I feel like that fight is always entertaining to watch. Nimbus. That's on spell refresh, right? If we end up with all low-cost spells, that might be very interesting. But, like, we already have the big Flame Wisp. I would like to keep that up, if possible. Just the idea of having this on spell refresh, I think, is really interesting.
Lend me your power.
If we have all one-cost spells.
I should have brought
Stuck at
sunscreen.
Malekith. He's so hard, actually. Malekith is one of my top favorite bosses in Elden Ring. Just like, basically a blackluster soldier, or blackluster red dragon warrior, whatever it is. It's such a cool looking boss. Yo, DX. Good to see you, D-Hex. Ooh, that's actually big.
I can never tell what you're thinking.
D-Hex, were you doing some TFT today? What was on the agenda? Oh, you're doing Stardew a lot recently, so maybe you've been doing some Stardew. Money.
A feather.
Full affinity on 2 ice spells in a single attempt. Technically, I should be looking to do that. We might just play for fun. We'll see. This is ice, so I can start maybe thinking about it. The cold steel I don't want to keep.
Neat.
Playing a bit of Spelunky, ew. Demon Crawl, ooh. I like Demon Crawl. I have never played it, but I can watch people play Demon Crawl for sure. For those who've never seen that game, think I was gonna say Minecraft. Think Minesweeper
Express delivery.
as a roguelike game. And at some point they made a PvP version. I hate doing this for this many keys. I'm gonna get all 3.
Ancient powers.
I feel like 3 for 5 is not good value. 1 for 5 is great value. Oh, 1 for 3, I mean. 1 for 3, good. 3 for 5, bad. Minesweeper isn't roguelike already? Okay, so Minesweeper, except instead of bombs, it's like monsters behind each tile. Sometimes pickups.
Take this!
It's a very cool game, and to have pseudo PvP, I think was a really cool idea. It's like so awkward. Alright, forget it. Alright, so trying to traverse with Octave and his new gun is a little weird.
Useful.
Aqua Ball is 1 cost. Ice. That's a broken skill. Spell Refresh Nimbus. Summons Nimbus. Increase Nimbus damage. Are we about to say screw the fire?
Decisions.
Is this a Cells-like?
Quiet. Too quiet.
I
We
mean,
know that you
the short answer is yes.
We doubt that you
The long
play
answer
already.
is this is a lot more combat rooms compared to Dead Cells that has like a lot of traversal to it. Nowhere near as much traversal in this game.
Don't waste my time.
Alright, no damage taken. No problem. I got my drones. I got my Aqua Ball. I did not mean to cast that up there. I got the most broken skill in the game. Actually, I think Octave has multiple most broken skills in the game. Like, Sasuke is stacked in this. There's a lot going on the screen. Yeah, they do a pretty good job of that, I'd say. Go for level ups.
So ancient. So powerful.
I could still try to look for drones. Ooh. So we're trying to do a build that a viewer recommended, but we're getting some stuff that I don't know is gonna count. I think we're taking that. Yeah. Because this is part ice, so it's part of my mission.
A new spell. Yes.
Thank you. That cost me a little bit of HP, but we'll get that back. Is there a better way to unlock things in Dead Cells other than the one Hunter's Grenade per run? The answer is no. So, unfortunately, there's a lot of unlocks in Dead Cells that have very low drop rates.
Move aside.
And there's nothing really in the game to increase drop rates, it's just you get the guaranteed one. Yo, the drones! Solo them. No, I pressed a bunch of buttons there. 4-drone build is easiest on days with quadruple your first spell modifier. I've never seen that before, a day of my life. So for those who don't know what Jin's talking about, this game also has almost like a daily challenge to it. But instead of daily challenge, it's instead a daily power-up. And you get a choice of 3, and they change every day. I could have sold that. So almost imagine Dead Cells, except every day there's a new power-up that you can get that incentivizes you to try new stuff.
Express delivery.
I keep jumping to do that because we have the passive to nuke the board. I don't have the passive.
Monster.
It's not on my character. So I gotta make a Discord comment today. That's the second time this has happened to me where I have passive abilities and I don't have it for the run. Because I pick my weapon and then I press the circle button. I'm essentially not getting a passive because I back out of the menu. I don't think you should be able to back out the menu. And or, if it's okay to not have a passive, give me a confirmation window. So the player's like, I don't want a passive. The game says, are you sure you do not want a passive? No, that was completely by accident. Of course I want a passive. Why would I want to play the game with no passives? Who do you think I am?
Are you watching this tyrant?
Some kind of hard mode streamer?
The sun, the moon, stars. Nothing can stop me.
It's like 10 modifiers per month. If you don't play regularly, you won't see all of them.
Dreamlike horizon. Magic's formidable in here.
I have like 80 hours in this game. Do I not play it regularly enough? Spell cast Nimbus Cloud is going on to this thing because we're gonna now swerve into lightning. It's already lightning, so like you would think leave it. I gotta get all that burn off. Yeah, I deactivated the passive, yes. I should not be able to do that, or if I do that, then the game should give me some warning. Now, you could say, well, there's challenge gamers out there, so we don't want to just remove the ability to run 0 passives. But as I leave the fountain, it's so easy to just press the circle button.
Move aside.
If anything, the circle button should move it from the weapon selection down to the passive selection. So it would be 2 inputs, circled and circle again. And then you can't press circle to leave. Instead, it's choose. And choose is passive, 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 blink. The blink is what I have right now, which is what I don't want. Yo, Gillian, good to see you.
Octave?
Ooh, big! I don't think he wants attack speed. We don't really need mana because all of our stuff is really low cost. Ooh, big!
How do you even do that?
Okay. So Nimbus damage. I think I'm gonna do it now because it does really look like we're playing Nimbus Clouds.
Fine aura.
Ooh, our second Insidium. It's not lightning, unfortunately. So remember, someone was asking, do you want to mix and match spells? I already lost my elemental affinity changer. The Sun Roam. We already used our first Sun Roam, which is unfortunate. I don't have to dump Nimbus Clouds on this. It'd be nice to have it leveled up and be, you know, comparative to everything else, but we're not going to say that that's mandatory. We'll get everything else up first. Don't forget that the characters have diagonal top and bottom attacks. Oh yeah. I can tell you that's a mechanic I never use. And that's not to say that like it's wrong or anything like that. I just know for a fact that I love to jump in this game. Any excuse I have to jump, I do it. Or if that means I play less effectively, I'm still jumping. Because it's just, jumping in this game is so fun. Facts. That's a 1-cost spell? Wow. Oh, we have to buy ice. Okay, last one. I still have a lot of money. I don't want to blow all of it here though, because like I can't reroll anything but the one affix.
Lovely to see you.
Shouldn't be long.
Kames Red, do you have a lot of hours in this game? If you don't mind me asking. Who's your main in Astral Ascent? This game seems cool. It's a good game. Definitely one of my favorite of the probably 300 action roguelikes that have already released before Q2 is even over.
Your progenitor wasn't worthy of being your mother. It was immature of her to make you suffer so.
Oh, I think he knows
I
her.
don't care.
Have it your way, kid.
I was about to say, whatever that was toxic.
Express delivery.
Run! Oh wow, he goes all the way to the end.
Blood.
Yeah, so you can see we cycle through spells very quickly. And we get Nimbus Clouds whenever we do that. I didn't dodge that at all.
Move aside.
There we go. I feel strong for some
Your
reason.
victory exists only because I permitted it.
Kiran's my favorite character, but Octave is legit too. I would say Octave is not my main, but for some reason I do very well whenever I play him. On spell hit, chance of freeze. Because I really do think we're probably gonna get out of the fire. So I don't want to take this.
Lend me your power.
And we have 2 ice already. Drone build is the only build I beat Destiny 54
Refreshed.
with. I'm on Destiny 16. But you're getting me ready. You're sending me through the hyperbolic time chamber. Sure. Spark. Chance of freeze. I don't know if there's something that has synergy between both freeze and Nimbus Cloud. Okay, so here we go, here we go. Someone get the clip button ready. We gotta send this to the devs. So you pick your weapon, right? Let's say I want to play Gunblade. I pick Gunblade. If I press circle, I have the Gunblade now. However, I don't have a passive because I press circle. Circle changes your weapon. It's not like I canceled the entire menu. In fact, there is no confirm button. It is the circle button. You have to pick it to exit. So I have no passive. What should happen is if we want to keep the ability to have no passive, then pressing circle, either A should not be an option, or B, if it is, it immediately moves you down to here. Where then you choose either one of these or maybe a fourth option, which is none, for all the challenge runners who want to do that. So I would like to get my orbiting lasers back, and then I press circle, and now I have it. But like animation-wise, what I just did looks exactly the same as when I picked the weapon and did not pick the passive.
Powerful.
Feels bad. With the next update, they will add Destiny 100. Yeah, I got a long way to catch up. I'm on freaking 16. That's why I'm playing today. This is my excuse to play Astral Ascent, is I need to catch up. And people seem to be enjoying watching it. It's always a pleasure. Honestly, like,
Needed a snack.
for a streamer, playing a game that you have fun with is cool. But you know what's even better? When the viewer actually enjoys what they're watching. That's huge. If you all actually liked every game I played, oh my god. Wisp. I should probably sell. We really gotta opt out of Wisp by the end of the game. I guess I sold Fire Shield, which could have gone here. Maybe that was a misplay. I already have one Fire Shield, but it's like chance. Dang, I just feel like that's such poor value.
A feather. Neat.
It's like, I'd rather just use one feather. And maybe we just never go to keys. Yo, the watch the drone build. They are killing. And my Nimbus Clouds are basically giant watery drones. Or it could be like, nope. My Nimbus Cloud... Oh, spoilers, spoilers. Aim up? Imagine aiming up at the flying monster to kill it. When I can press 8 buttons to get up there. Just to miss.
What's next?
No. Crap. Sometimes I
Do
wish I
this
could
quickly.
re-roll those.
You'll regret this.
Yeah, I'm excited for Jordan Peele X, Norman Reedus X, Hideo Kojima. It's a good time to be a gamer. I know some people don't really care for like having real people involved in gaming, but keep in mind George R.R. Martin was involved in Elden Ring, and I'm sure you all love that game. I think I have to do this to chance ice.
Treasures everywhere.
Crap. I wonder how this works. Like, is this complete RNG? Or is the game actually looking at my spells and trying to decide what's the most likely thing I would like to have? I feel like what I'm seeing right now, double neutral plus fire, that's gotta be pure RNG.
Careful. I want to stay
We
dry.
hit one ice and one fire. Alright, so we're 1 out of 2. We'll open up this one. Bring that in. Pure RNG. Taurus is fire, I think.
Don't be afraid. Come here.
Ari Salvatore was involved in
Right
Kingdoms of
on
Alamar
time.
Reckoning.
Seem to have a very strict schedule.
Shame they
Fighting,
intentionally
resting,
tanked
coming
it.
back.
Kingdoms of
I'm
Alamar
still gonna
Reckoning.
steal. I have a deal. You've got.
Is that the card game that eventually made like a
Destroy
first-person
that.
Souls? Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Alright. Sorry, I don't really have to pay attention because I'm playing Sasuke. They will die. V, do a Dead Cells speedrun.
We aren't allies.
I think if I speedran Dead Cells, you would fall asleep. Like, probably by the time I reach Concierge, you'll fall asleep. And that's no dig against you as a viewer. I don't think my Dead Cells speedrun looks very good. I'm sure other people's looks great, but I can't. The only thing I'll do is like maybe 0 to 5 BC as a subathon incentive, but that's about it.
Express delivery.
I can't see. That's funny.
A remnant of the past.
Why is my latency so good right now? I mean, don't tell your ISP. They'll shoot, they'll knock you down real quick. On hit lightning orb, on hit electricity. Electricity, chance to do sparks on basic attack. Our basic attack sucks. So on hit lightning orb is better. You can look up Kingdoms of Alamar Re-Reckoning on Steam at Salvatore and Todd McFarlane working on it. Isn't that the guy from Family Guy?
On the way.
Crap! Arma?
Useless. But a loom likes the use.
Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Ain't no way. This guy's trolling. Please give me ice. Ice sword? Okay. We're 1 out of 3.
What to choose?
I don't think you can skip Echo. Though to be fair, how many Echoes do I have left? Only the one? That one should reappear.
No time to nap.
It done good work with synergies recently to make builds more coherent and easy. Yeah, they're actually cooking in this game. Very much so. Transforms plasma into fire plasma. Plasma can now crit. That's certainly more exciting than the fire wisp. We don't want to electrify. Oh, what does this one do? Ice swords? No. Well, hang on, because we have this thing. Frostbite. I think we need this, because ice swords can apply freeze. Freeze can do frostbite. I think that's actually
New
the
aura,
one.
new powers.
Plasma would be legit. We have nothing for plasma, and we're working on ice as we speak. Yeah, I feel like there's a game I'm thinking of that started off as a card game similar to
An elite monster.
Slay the Spire meets Darkest Dungeon, but it was really cool because it wasn't actually just you're playing a card game. It's like you move a character on a Diablo-looking screen. You stop at a monster, and then you play the card game.
An improvement.
And then they did a follow-up game to that, which I think is still not released or is in early access, with 1.0 coming soon. My spells are really low level.
Useful.
And I felt like that was Kingdom's Valimar, but I must be wrong. Ultimate Weapon, is that a Pokemon? Maybe you've been playing some Poke Rogue lately? I actually got hit, wow. Did I aim up? Oh my god, that's why you need to aim up, so you can actually go onto this thing. Forget shooting monsters.
Quick.
Any movement. I feel like I have lead feet when I play Sasuke with this weapon. Always Libra. Is Gemini in here? Yeah. Gemini is Lightning Orb. That might be more adjacent to what I'm doing.
Hello, future Zodiac.
Future Zodiac? Oh.
Libra advised against going with you. We generally heed her advice.
Libra don't know crap about me. What did you tell
I do
them?
not need a break, and yet
What did you say?
here I am.
She hates me too.
This place is extremely favorable to observation. I am documenting eating and drinking for the time being, so please.
No one liked Sasuke. I bet if Tsundere Girlfriend was in here,
What'll it be today?
then we'd have somebody.
Refreshing in every way.
Missed crit. Oh my god, missed big drink. Big chug. Alright, so this gets Ice Sword, hit, spread ice. Nimbus shoots one more time before disappearing. I assume buffing the Nimbus is probably where we have to be.
Unique aura.
Facts. Okay, these aren't like the best ice things in the game, but we're grabbing them for now to get our passive done. Ooh, each hit Thunderstrike over Electrify sounds pretty good. The game also has damage charts in it, so like I could actually be working on things based off of truth. I only think I know what I'm doing. The actual proof is in here. That's plasma. Fourth ice. Alright, that's done. Fragor Mortis. Isn't that the Kendrick album? No, that's one song where he did it in one take. We're still looking for the last drone. Going through all my money to reach it. I think we're out of money. We have another biome left.
See ya.
I do feel strong, it's just my spells aren't very well leveled up. It's not really how I typically play this game. Kinda screwed myself with my Echo buddy, who really wants me to pick stones instead of spell level ups. I shouldn't die.
My role here is to protect. Yours is to destroy.
Protect whom? A murderer?
Oh, so young and naive.
He's kinda right though.
Special seed on the way.
Got hit by one.
Move aside.
I always do that. Okay, so he's done like all of my HP and damage. I agreed it. I shouldn't have done it.
Insect.
I just want to do some damage.
Our name will never die.
Shoot up!
Perfection!
There we go. I'm okay with using one health pot there. We're lucky that everything else does damage around me. I could miss all my attacks, but we have just Drone City. Electrify Wisp came back, but we're already opted out of that. Missiles, no thank you, so this is a cell. For those who haven't seen this game before, if you cannot follow what's happening on the screen, don't worry, because no one can.
This civilization, did they destroy themselves?
My build is specifically load the screen with bullets and then dodge. Should have probably taken the ice there. Alright, we got our new passive.
A hand from Pavo.
We already had that one. Did we? Maybe I didn't. Well, either way, we have, until you get hit, the last attack launches grenades, the spell that we're still gonna use, and then shoot the energy orb to detonate it. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, that one's really low level. Aura. We already finished off these. Though we could be looking for more Nimbus clouds.
Too quiet.
Take this.
The game actually does a really good job to make you feel like you're doing well in the game. I'd say this biome right here is the first checkpoint. Like the first opportunity that you may actually die, regardless of how strong your build was.
Sour. Not my taste.
They added accessibility options like making the background darker. I did turn on the ability to see what your next spell is. That's something that I didn't think I wanted. Not because like not because I think I'm better than anyone, so I don't need that ability, but having that has improved my gameplay so much more, even though I thought it was really cool to memorize what spell was coming up next. It's like it's a feature that I didn't really know I was gonna want. I didn't need it, but now I want it. That's great.
Let's move.
Alright, Shadow Clones. Speaking of Sasuke. V, please level up your spells. But this is like such good value.
Dark magic.
Alright, so there's one. There's the second.
That's good.
Nice. One hit chance of Ice Sword. Snowflake's kind of worthless. Yeah, so like I wouldn't mix and match and just throw a random sapling on right now. I would mix and match and throw one random Nimbus Clouds. At least on our fire spell. The fire is worth less than Nimbus Clouds are, in my opinion. Just because of our auras. So we're not always putting that square peg in the square hole. Sometimes you gotta innovate.
Move aside.
Still got hit. That's why I'm not using the no damage taken thing. Ooh, stun locked? I think it got frozen. Always forget that freeze in this game can actually freeze. That's unlucky. We need the feathers. But skipping an echo is usually not smart.
Good. Not my first sacrifice.
Make sure we don't kill ourselves here. 140. Oh yeah, we got skip.
Where the hell am I?
Language, buddy, language.
Special seed on the way.
Magic's flowing.
I could ult here, but usually I have no issue with this fight. Famous last words. Yo, Dane, good to see you.
What was that exactly?
Yeah, this is a G-rated stream. You can't say stuff like that.
Mythic Gambit.
But what more could you expect from Sasuke? I'm gonna sell. Yes. We're not married to that one drone. If I can replace it with a different drone, I will. I'll mix and match this, only because I don't plan on keeping that drone anyway. We're hoping to get a different drone to replace it. Naruto Sasuke? Is that his first and last name? Surname. That's the surname, V. Wow, look at that Nimbus Cloud.
Thank you,
Just killing stuff for me, that's great.
Improved power.
Level 10. on hit burn. Exciting. In the event that we don't actually get the replacement drone. Ow.
Express delivery.
Thought I dodged that, but I didn't. Sasuke Uchiha from Boruto?
Interesting choices.
It's fine. I haven't seen any Boruto still to this day. And I'm trying to keep it that way.
Special seed on the way.
Not because it's a bad anime, I think I'm just a hater. For all I know, I would watch it and enjoy it, but I'm going to assume that's not going to happen.
A feather. Neat.
Or it was pretty bad. I don't know, I feel like the anime fans are watching it. Now, they aren't talking about it. Like, you don't see any GIFs of Gaara and Rock Lee fighting next to a GIF of Boruto fighting someone. That just doesn't happen. So, take that information what you will.
Strong physical presence.
They're watching it, though.
Aura. Elite target destroyed.
Oh my god, that thing becoming a shadow clone is kind of gnarly. Spellcast Nimbus versus on-hit Plasma. That is like such a tough decision. Because like we're scaling Nimbus clouds. I think we're gonna do it only because of the on-hit. If it was like Spellcast Plasma, you wouldn't do it. It was bad in the beginning, but now it's pretty good. It was Naruto 1.5. Do you give it that much credit, Naruto 1.5? I think you're highballing it a little. Slimes. Money gives you keys. Too late in the game for that. I think we're playing Kiran.
I owe you.
And again, I have never seen Boruto, so I'm making fun of it without having any reasoning at all. I do it purely for enjoyment. It being making fun of anime I've never seen. Oh my god, I always get hit by these little Pokemon looking things.
Primary target wiped out.
Target destroyed. Alright, so we'll be able to heal ourselves. I don't know if we're ever gonna get that drone replacement. I was good after Shippuden.
Welcome,
Don't
have
even
a
have
seat.
to know about Boruto at all. Yeah. I have the same thing with Last of Us. I know how Last of Us ends, and it ends the way how I think it ends. Whatever
Always a pleasure to
happens
have
to
you
the
around.
characters after that
Feels great.
is made up, as far as I know. I have my own headcanon.
Mr. Cocktails.
Ooh, big chug.
I feel stronger than ever.
I don't know if the game offers you another Aura Refiner after this. Because it's the final boss. And I don't think this exists in the next area. But I think I'd be better off boosting this Ice Sword.
New aura. New powers.
And then seeing if we get something else. On hit lightning. On hit freeze. Probably have to take this. Alright, $500. We just won a new drone, come on. I don't think you can pass on hit Lightning Orb. That's like too good to pass up. So that one spell I have is like so random. It's like just junk all over it. If I find a different one-cost spell, I may consider taking it. Bruv. Alright, so this thing does actually no damage. It's just a lightning orb generator. And even then, like, we aren't scaling lightning orbs. Lightning orb, not the same thing as Nimbus clouds.
Come on, it'll be easy.
But it already does no damage as a spell by itself. It's just there to move my spell counter up. To get more Nimbus clouds. Oh, snap. We got an easy fight coming. The devs, they saw me miss my passive earlier, and they're giving me a little bit of, recompense. Thank you, devs. I haven't died to Aquarius in a long time. This used to be the only boss available, and I quickly learned how to fight this thing.
Haven't seen you in a long time.
Since war, you lost.
I don't even have to ulti
Yeah,
this.
I lost, all right? Damn. How can you be so small and so sassy?
And then we fight.
Take this!
My drones can't reach. Are you kidding me? Whoa, I got sucked in. Wow. Boomer reaction timing right there. It's fine. Oh, you have to dodge those? Taking random damage. Alright, so you're gonna ult. I have a lot of mana. This is a DPS check. B, just hold the up button, Y jump. I like jumping. Oh, you're freaking dead. Holy crap. Where's got smoke?
Gone for a while. Thank you.
Could have been flawless if I wasn't as boosted as I was. I have so many effects on the screen, what am I supposed to do? Full HP-ish? On Frostbite, enemy create ice fragments. On Frostbite, enemy create ice idol. And snowflakes. I don't think we want snowflake tech. So I think it's this. We're losing spell hit freeze, which is like not great. But we have Frostbite in like a lot of other places, so I'm hoping that that's okay. If we look at the damage charts, V, we know how to tell what the damage is. Nimbus doing the most damage. My drone doing more than Ice Swords. Thunderstrike's not doing too hot. Spark's terrible. Ice Sword did okay. I think we can ditch this.
That's a fine aura.
And we'll hope that we actually can freeze with all the Ice Swords. If you drop freeze on spell, you should want Frostbite. Oh, you won't Frostbite anybody at all. we have ice swords that apply freeze. Hopefully a lot. We only need to do the frostbite once. And then my expectation is it takes care of itself.
The master's near.
That could be a hopium. It really could be. Oh no, we actually got the new drone, but we have nowhere near the money for it. On hit freeze.
That's good.
Goodbye pacify. Spell cast ice sword. Get rid of snowflake. Okay, that looks strong. I'm full HP. Full health flask. Ice idol. Signature spell cooldown reduced. Oh, that's the stuff I have right now. I actually like these. That's mana. Mana over Thunderstrike. 5% is not a very good number. Level 2? What a joke. It's a fake spell, basically. It does literally nothing. Oh, my bad. I didn't even know we had level 11 unlocked. I thought I was still capped at 10. Yo, Cyber, good to see you. Can't believe how lost you are. Are you lazy or something? I'm clueless. Sorry, are you referring to this game? I might be missing where you're coming from. If so, I apologize. We have a lot of extra strength. Is there an achievement for reaching 100? No achievement? Devs! Or I might already have it. We'll ult immediately. My expectation is the boss melts. If the boss doesn't melt, we lose. So get your bets ready, everybody. Right after the best cutscene in all of gaming. On no planet do we lose this, except for the one where I get hit by every attack.
Deprived of magic she may be, Silva keeps helping people. This very armor was forged by her hands, you know.
Oh, she made the Infinity Gauntlet?
And you decided to imprison her in order to control her?
Not at first. But her betrayal was the first step toward her fall. And I took her magic for myself.
I'll succeed where everyone else failed.
Yeah, I have the cutscenes. I want to say for everybody, but I didn't think I had Taurus. Ooh, look at all the ice swords. You thought I didn't have Frostbite in the kit? This is Sasuke we're talking about.
Told you, I'm a sharpshooter.
You think Sasuke can't freeze somebody? The Madara was Rasengan. Crap, I already lost it. My bad. Forget I said anything. I have no idea what's happening.
Nasty magic.
Sasuke wins. He hit you with the Genjutsu.
Sagittarius's anger is all mine.
Oh wow. That was a lot faster than I thought. dodging way too early there. He just disappears so much.
Another pitiful escape.
Mangekyo Sharingan. Thank you. I can normally just pick that up, and I struggled there. So, first rule of comedy is timing. If you miss the timing, just move on. You could try to recover the joke all you want, but if the timing's off, then it's not funny anymore. Someone said this is the Beerus of roguelike games. I know who Beerus is. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z Super. I mean, I know enough about it, but I've never seen any episodes.
Kaiser, defend your allegiance!
Here? I'm trying to aim down in the air. Not gameplay I'm used to. Dodged it that time.
Quiet, Octave.
Alright, 2 clones.
No mana.
I've been taking a lot of damage from drones lately. Clones lately.
Feeling better.
I don't know what my issue is with them. Freaking Callie. He's like not dying. And Kiran was like invulnerable or something. I was beating the crap out of him and he took no damage. Look at him, he's frozen, but he's not taking damage. Is that legit? Is that a dev moment? I got hit by both. That attack I struggle with the most. There we go. You could see the Nimbus clouds just striking him the entire time.
Zodiac.
It's pretty good, if you ask me. Pretty good. I was playing today and died to Gemini because it had negative health, even though you killed it? Was it still doing like a ping pong attack or something? It'd be really interesting if it's like, it won't die until it's done doing ping pong. That's rough. And obviously Gemini is like one of the late game bosses. I mean, hey, the game could be unplayable. There's so many worse indie roguelike games from like a bug standpoint. We could be playing Death or Treat right now, and I'd actually break so many controllers. I break your controller. You're watching the stream. That's how frustrated that game was for me. Ooh, we don't have the Taurus ending? Wonder why we didn't get Taurus text.
Taurus, like most of us, you finally found peace. Together with Kieran, you founded a new guild to help the weak. The people
Everyone likes Kieran. Where's all the love for Sasuke?
All this time might have been the right companion. And when you look at Kieran, you know you found it.
Oh, the homies. Sasuke just left the rot after beating the final boss. No one likes Sasuke. Where's my buddy? Difficulty 16. That could have been a difficulty 20. Easily. I'm very conservative about the difficulty in this game. I know it skyrockets, and I don't have a lot of unlocks. So I like to ease my way into the Giga difficulty, but I just know I'm so far behind. Looking good, people. That game was an experience, death or treat. If I had, honestly, so like, obviously we're doing content creation now full-time, for those who don't know. I actually left the full-time job. We're now doing YouTube and Twitch as a full-time thing until further notice. Obviously, support from the viewers helped me do it more. So if you have a Twitch Prime sub, you can subscribe for free thanks to Amazon. You can do that kind of stuff to help me continue what I'm doing. But if I had like infinite funds, I would love to check out, I would love to do like Steam dumpster diving for roguelike games. I want to find more stuff like Death or Treat. Playing Have a Nice Death now, and the hidden rooms have tutorials. That's awesome. Thank you, devs. I might do some offline Have a Nice Death. I've gotten more than 5 people ask me about it, so I think that's reasonable. But yes, Steam dumpster diving, roguelike games. Yeah, I did try to do random roguelike games, but if you think about it, if we were to do random roguelikes and it included Astral Ascent, that run, I don't know how long it took me, but let's say that was a 1 hour long run. If I did 3 of those, that's 3 hours for 3 games. I'm pretty sure that those Steam dumpster dive Souls-likes are 20 minutes tops to like really understand what you're seeing and then move on because it's trash. Unless it's a survivor's game, I don't know how you can do that with these kind of roguelikes, like quality roguelikes. But like I said, that would be cool to do because as much as we love to see here's the next top roguelike of 2024, how about the worst roguelike of 2024? We did that for 2023, but I want to see more of the bad stuff. Because, like, devs don't know when stuff is bad. They're in there, it's like you're a cook. You're tasting the food the whole time. Your taste buds are basically numb to what you're making. So when the dish goes out to the restaurant, to the customers, you get raw chicken and now you're killing off all of the customers. You don't know. You're numb. You got Gordon Ramsay screaming down your throat. What do you care? We're $50,000 in debt for this restaurant. All right. Chat, can I get exclamation point uptime? See how long we've been live for. I don't want to say I'm like disappointed in Gatekeeper. Of course, like having it bug is unfortunate. I feel like there is a legitimate game there. I think it's in Let It Cook status. It might just be 2 updates away from being something that you would load up with buddies. I think right now I would rather play Inkbound or Raven's Watch, which has had Inkbound's in 1.0 now, which has had a lot more updates. But Gatekeeper was I don't think it was enough for me. We did see a bunch of other games though, so big thanks to you all dropping the lines. Not everything's gonna see play, but you know, the things that do, I put them on the wish list and we will check them out, hopefully. Can we get some fish in before we close out? Sure, I'll hook you up. Heck yeah, brother. Takes a little while for fishing to load. It's kind of funny. All Alright, let me hop in there too. Alright, you're gonna have to retype your fish. I know I said no new games until Hades 2 comes out. Obviously, we didn't do that today, and look where it got me. We'll be fine. I'm sure Hades 2 will drop in like 3 days. I can't imagine there's much more to have in there after that test. What kind of key is that? That's like the key to Hellraiser's box. Speaking of Hellraiser, me and Airless have been watching a lot of Dead by Daylight. For those who don't know, I was doing a lot of Resident Evil Resistance offline as killer. I think I have like 100 hours in Resident Evil Resistance. Unfortunately, like that game's not as a dead game, but it's no longer being supported, and the only people playing the game are like Giga Smurfs. So it's like not very enjoyable. However, Dead by Daylight is always getting new players, so I kind of want to play that offline to learn how to play killer. And then just like bust it out randomly, like we bust out League of Legends or something. Astral Ascent is awesome. Rico, the build that we had just now, I wish I was on a higher difficulty. I was a little too conservative with it. I'm glad you all are liking it though. Between that and all the other action roguelikes we've played, you all have been having a blast. I've been having a blast. I don't want to say forget you all. You all are the most important part, but it also helps if I enjoy it too. Currently running Octave Slimy. Everyone's Octave is legit. My Octave is alright. I feel like I'm in Isla main, but I think Isla's my lowest win rate. I don't know what it is. Yo, the thong. What's Cisco doing nowadays? Isn't he like a doctor? Shoutouts if you're old enough to even know who this is. Cisco's 45 years old. Okay, what is Cisco doing now? That is literally something that people type. I think he's producing, if I'm looking at this correctly. Was recently on The Masked Singer. Okay. Alright, a couple more fishes, then we're gonna call it. Chat, what are you all feeling for dinner tonight? I have quesadillas in the refrigerator, but I don't know if it's gonna last me the whole night. Fish? I mean, we don't have that. I'm sorry. The best I got for you is tuna from a can. But half of it has to go to the cats. Rare green sea turtle. Curry chicken and veggies? How much from scratch? Is that something I can just buy from Walmart in like a can? Do they make like TV dinner chicken curry? Banquet chicken curry? They don't have that? Gotta be from scratch? Nah, hook me up with the 10-minute microwave version. Alright. Last one, people. Masher? Sure, we'll get you in, Masher. Blaspheme. As long as it's not like gas station chicken curry, I'd probably try it. I mean, hey, actually, some of the gas stations around here, if they had gas station chicken curry, might be legit. To be perfectly honest, might be better than the Banquet $1 microwave one. I'd bet money on that. Alright, chat, I think we're good. 100% world premiere gaming today. Gatekeeper. We're gonna let that one cook a little bit. Astral Ascent. We cooked. That's the difference. Tomorrow we are off. Friday we're off. Keep up on YouTube though, because we've been putting a lot of vids up, and I hope to have a new video every day this week, if I'm lucky. Maybe I'll just randomly play Have a Nice Death or something. Do you know it's CBD? Got you into the bingo community streamers. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I'll take a look after today's stream to see if I recognize the person, but it doesn't sound familiar. Oh, Puffy, thanks for the biddy. That's gonna be my, that's gonna go towards my microwave chicken curry today. Thank you, thank you. Chat, socials, Twitter, Discord, YouTube. They play a lot of Elden and Souls games. I missed Lies of P a little bit. I think Lies of P is still my sleeper game of the year for last year. Not even sleeper, that's a high-key game of the year, TBH. They were doing Dark Souls 3 challenge runs when we raided. That might have been during one of the Black History months then. I made the mistake of not following everyone I rated during that time frame. I should have. So there's like so many streamers on Twitch now, I forget a lot of people who I don't follow. And that has nothing to do with the quality of their streams, but everything to do with how much I clicked around. Yo, KK Slider, thanks for the T1. First ever. So welcome to Rusty Daggerhood. Population U. Appreciate that very, very much. Alright, all this talk about microwave chicken curries got me a little hungry. We're gonna end the stream here. Again, thank you all for tuning in today. Several 100,000 streamers you could be watching and you spend your time here. I appreciate that very, very much. The next time we're on, Saturday, same time, same place. Follow the channel, that way you get notified when we go live. Otherwise, you all have a good night, good day, good evening, good whatever, wherever you are. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I can't even name all of those because it's kind of broken. But either way, you all have a good night, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.